Alright everybody, welcome back to Satisfactory. The last episode we cleaned up our act, so to speak, and we got production going of, what are these things called again? Reinforced iron plate. We had reinforced iron plate before, but it was up on top, and it was a little bit of a, well, it wasn't optimized. Now I think we have it somewhat optimized. I am going to switch out the conveyor belts to the Mark II conveyor belts. I think that's going to help an awful lot. And then I'm going to go find some more slugs and throw some slugs in here to this thing. Probably, you see how this right here never stops? That lets me know that these two lines couldn't possibly run a third because this one's just never stopping. However, if I change this to the Mark II lines and it does fill up and stop, then that means it can hold another line. But I do know that I'm pulling from a reservoir. I do know that we are outputting more than we're inputting. Like, I know that's a thing. This other line over here, I probably need to up it to the level 2. I might go ahead and just do that if I can. Can I put you on 6? Perfect. That'll cost 3 out of 43. 2. Then all the way in. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. I don't really know. I think I'll be okay. I think 2 number 1s going into number 2. I think that'll be fine. I don't see a gap. So I think that's okay. And now with this going in faster, you know, this is going to produce quicker. Oh, it was at 250, so it already had a backlog. I didn't need to upgrade that. I could have just held off. Interesting. $262. Let's see if it can get more than 262. Or it went down to 260. It was at 280. Yeah, it was at 282. Oh yeah, this thing is going to fill up now. Yeah, this thing is going to fill up and it's going to be backlogged. Is this one doing that with the screws? Maybe. No, it's perfect. Like the amount of screws coming in is just perfect. Like it never will. They'll never backlog on that. So this one I think could have been, would have been a good use of our time or use of our resources to increase its speed. And then again, I'm feeding 2 into 1, so I don't think I need to upgrade these guys. I think that's just gonna be fast enough. Does that slow you down? I guess it does. Maybe it's just my imagination, but there were bigger gaps in that one. Maybe it'll get ironed out. Maybe that gap came from something else. Anyway, let's look. Yeah, now it's going to have a backup. That's good. It's good to have a little backup and for it to stop, because then it allows the connexes to fill up. All right, I think we're okay. Let's focus on getting those iron rods moved over to this lane, and then I guess we're going to move the iron rods right down the side of this. Right, so the iron rods go all the way down this way, and then we're going to put another, those reinforced plates will come out, and then they'll go into the assemblers here. And do I really need to have 2 assemblers to make? Do I really need to have 2 assemblers? Let's just do 1 assembler for right now. Let's just do 1. I don't know if I'm going to need 2 assemblers making the reinforced frame. I just don't know if the reinforced frames are going to be used that often. I mean, probably. I just don't know. Can I? It would be really nice if I could see that thing line up. I think that's it. I think that's lined up. Yep, I think that's it. Okay. So then the modular plate. So 2 comes out from there into that. Okay, I got some there. Perfect. Then I'll bring the iron rods down. I think the rods are going to have to go over just a little bit. Yeah, they're going to have to come straight down this way and then like kink over just a little bit. That should be fine. It shouldn't be. I want to try to keep things at 90 degrees, but it shouldn't be a big deal. All right. Gonna rip this up. Let's rip that up. And let's I've forgotten how to build. There we go. Logistics and a merger. So 2, 3 go in, 1 goes out. That. Come out. There. 1. Do that. Do that. So come out from there. That goes into there. Yep, that's 2 steel. I kinda. How about we just send it right out and just have it go straight up? We'll have it go right back down. Where is it? Straight on that? I hear the power plant is pulsating. I hear it turning on, turning off, which is of course something I do not want it to happen. And then how close can I get it? No, no, that is not good. Maybe something like that. Grab you. You come all the way down this way for me. Thank you. Make that turn and go all the way down that way. And all the way down this way. And like I said, at the very end, it's just going to have this little pook in it where it just goes over. I don't like it, but you know, is what. Excuse me, it's trying to talk there and I kept burping. Oh, so sorry, disgusting. It is what it is. I have a little bit of root beer here. Let's see if that'll help. All right. That looks great. And by great, I mean that looks horrible, but what are you gonna do? Let's go ahead and build that new power pole. And the old one, which is right there. Go back to right here. 3 or 4. I half expect the power grid to shut down. It does not. Well, that one hasn't turned on, but I don't think it will. There it goes. And then we're going to just send this right out to a Connex. I don't really think there's any reason. I don't think there's any reason to send it anywhere else, but just into a Connex for right now. Look at all that. It's getting tons and tons and tons of rods. It just takes forever. We're probably going to have to make 2 of these. I can't see 1 being enough. Okay, so if we're going to make 2, what would 2 look like? Oh, 2 would be fine, because then we would just rip up this line. We'd move it back a scooch, bring the line down this way and have it split. 1 go off into that direction, and another one go off in this direction. and then rip up this connex. This is an out or an in. That's an in because it's a merger. So then I think we would just yeah, probably would move this merger block. That goes into that. That goes into that. They come out, take a hard right. Okay, yeah. It's kind of dumb, but I think what I would do is if I do want to add another one of these, I'd rip up the connex, rip up this, and this, and I'd bring the splitter back here, and I'd have the splitter, you know, it'd go straight out into the splitter. The splitter would take a hard right-hand turn, and then this one would go, I'm so sorry, not a splitter, a merger. So this one would go into the merger, this one would come out and go into the merger would empty out and do a right-hand turn this way, probably come all the way down here, and then do a hard right-hand turn this way, and then the output, I'd put a splitter, and then one splitter would just go to the right, and the other splitter would go forward, up and over that line of belts, and then as it went up and over that line of belts, it would come back down, and then it would feed directly into the second one here, and then that line of belts wouldn't be here. Actually, yeah, it would. Yeah, it would, because you'd have to feed that one. It would go up and over, and then it'd feed into the one that was here, and then that line of belts would come out. Here there'd be a splitter back there, and then it would come into we'd feed it that way. If I was doing two, I don't really know if I'm going to do two. I feel like I'm going to have to, because these things are taking a very long time to get made. That's a long time. But I just don't know 100% know if that's what I would do. Alright, last but not least, let's go down and let's just pop an assembler down, right? I know I'm not going to get all my stuff back, I know. But I do want to see what I'm going to need to make the rotors. Okay, the rotor is going to need screws and rods. Screws and rods. So the screws, look at that, the screws are backed up, which is happy to see. The rods are going to back up. How do I get some screws? How do I get some screws? What am I gonna do? Well, because the rotor is unique because the rotor doesn't need second level stuff to be made, right? Like this thing needs second level stuff to be made, right? But this one just needs basic iron, really. I wonder if it wouldn't be a bad idea. Where's that iron ore at? There's one out that. No, it's just behind me. So there's two behind me. There's one super far away, 771, and there's one just right over there, 186. Let me go look at it right quick. I think it's the one that's on top. You see where that Christmas present is? I think it's right up there. I don't think it's on the same level as I am. Oh my gosh, it's right there. This is iron, yes? It's pure iron too. Maybe it's time to tap this, send that iron ore, you know, down this way. Ooh, how cool would it be to send it underneath there? Like send the iron ore like right there on top of this into that little chute, and then it pops up somewhere over here. I don't know if I can make that jump. Hold on. There we go. It goes through that chute, which is right there. We rip up the floor, like right here. Right, we rip up the floor right here, and we bring it up. Like it comes straight down this way, right? We bring it up. It enters the factory through this area here, and it goes into a smelter. Like it enters the factory here. Maybe it comes up and goes this way. It goes into a splitter. It splits into 2 smelters. The smelters produce ingots. Now is it 2 ingots, or do we go from one smelter directly into a processor? It looks like we do. It looks like we go from a smelter. Oh no, it does break up. So it would go into 2 smelters, and then that smelter produces enough to go into 2, so that we would have rods on one side, and then rods going into screws. So we would just be making rods and screws off of one line, and then the other line we just wouldn't use. Like it would come out here, and it would go into this, and then we would have it smelting the iron ingots, but it wouldn't go into anything. We would just like wait until some point in the future when we needed it. I think that'd be pretty cool. And then we would have it going this way, and then when those two things were done, they would just turn right back around. They'd turn right back around, and we would send them. Like they would just go this way. They'd be manufactured this way. They'd pop out. We'd have the screws and the belts or the rods right next to each other. We would just turn them around and send them all the way back down this way, and then we would have two assemblers down here making rotors. Or would I do... I had my eyes closed. I was thinking, or would it come up here? It would break off into 2, go into 2 smelters, break off into 2. We would have 2 screw making things on this side, 2, right? So it would come out, it'd break into smelters, and then there'd be 4 smelters, and then each, so you'd have, so we could do that too. We could have 1 smelter feeding 2 iron rod makers, and then the other smelter feeding 2 screw makers, and then we would combine the iron rod and combine the screw makers into 1 main bus, and then turn that main bus down this way, and then that would feed 2 of those makers. I think I'm going to do that. I need to go get I'm probably going to need a lot more energy to make that happen, so I think I'm going to build all of it. I'm going to set it all up, but I'm not going to turn it on and get it running. I think I'm just going to turn it all on and set it all up, and then that'll be done with this episode. And next episode we won't rip this stuff up first. We'll build the new power plant area. We'll build the new power plant area out here, and there's 4, so we'll go up to 6 power plants. We'll build a new power plant area. We'll go up to 6, and then I'll hook in that new line. I think that's what I'll do. But let me go. The first thing I need to do is go find or build a personal miner, because you have to have a personal miner to build the big miner. So that's our first thing we're going to do. And maybe, because Boyo is back, maybe we'll push another big red button this episode and go into the next level of whatever. But I think I have a personal miner. I think I built one at one point. I do not want to build another one if I have one laying around here. I just don't. Okay. I think I have another one laying around here. I just don't know where I put it. Okay, maybe I don't. Is that a power slug? It is a blue power slug. Come here, blue power slug. You kidding me? That's ridiculous. I had a blue power slug in a freaking locker. Alright, what an idiot. Portable miner. Yep. Perfect. And then Mark 1 miner. Yep, I have everything I need. Beautiful. Now let's go see about pushing a big red button. Let's see what we're going to need for the last. For steel production. 1,000 of those, 300 of that, 150 rotors, which I'm not even making any right now, and then 50 of those. So I probably can do, let's select this milestone. I'll turn in that. Be like, I'm just going to run right over here and grab more concrete and more of that stuff. I have tons of it. I'm going to go grab that copper wire, because knowing my luck, we're going to we're not going to have any left. We're going to have used all of it. It's hard to imagine that we're not. Nowhere near using all that copper wire, man. Nowhere near using all. Thank goodness for stitch plates. Thank goodness for stitched plates. And by the way, I did look online and see what like the god tier stuff was, like the really good. Like if you ever run across a hard drive and these are your options, like these are the ones you're supposed to get, and everybody was like, oh, it's a no-brainer to do the ones where you have the water, where you bring the water in and you get like the ingots out. Everybody said those were no-brainers, that you should have got those, but you know, it didn't make sense to me. Still doesn't. Look at that. These things are now backed up. Now it's just the speed of that thing that's the problem. So lucky for you, I have one of these things now because I went through my box and found out that I had one. So there we go. Producing more of those per minute. And hopefully I can put these back in there. Can I? Yeah, I don't need them. Don't need them for what I'm about to do. Can't believe it's just right up there. It's so funny. This is a great starting location. I would argue that this is a better starting location than the starting location. Mark 1 miner. Which way do I want to turn it? This way. Boop. Oh, not that. That. Oh, look at that. It even comes straight out over that. How cute. That's adorable. Adorable. I really don't want it. I don't like it going through the ground. I wonder if I can. There we go. To avoid making it go through the ground, like at the highest point, just change it. You know what I mean? Like at the highest point, click it, and then from there, like make that the pivot point. That makes sense. Let's see if I can explain it. Like, you see how it's going to go through the ground? Let's just imagine that it was going through the ground pretty bad, like right here. Instead of bringing it through, go to the highest point, and then make that the pivot point where the new part comes down from, and then you should be okay. Just through there, and now we need to have a little part hanging down so that this can click on it. So let's go to foundations. Let's go to 4mm. Let's have a little part hanging down, and maybe coming out here toward us like that, and then you can land on there. Oh, even better. And then maybe do a thing like that, maybe. And then from there, you go up. Lovely. And then let me go up top. Doop, 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 doop. How we doing? Making those plates. Lovely. And then I would like you to turn. Oh. Oh. That is not. That doesn't look right. But anyway, we got there. So this is going to need to go into a splitting block, and then the split block will feed to. Can you line me up there, please? Perfect. And then we're going to split and come out. Oh, it does it for me. Oh, I love the 90 degree. I love it. Okay. Oh, I don't even know if that's going to be big enough for two smelters. Probably not. What's wrong here? Oh, I actually do need the wire for something. I thought my days of using copper wire were over, but nope. I'll take 500, please. All right. Go through here, do a smelter again. And then that's going to go out. So can we please line up the input that I already put down? Goes in there, perfect. Oh, that's so nice. And then that one. I think those are both lined up. Perfect. And then out from this is going to come the ingots. From this come the ingots. And I want that to go into a splitter, and I want it to go into two different it's gonna feed two different producers. The first producer is going to, or the first manufacturer is just going to be a constructor, and then this is going to turn the ingots into iron bars from. I know we have so many iron bars that we probably can just pull iron bars off this line and it's not going to be a huge problem, and that we probably just need to make grooves here. But the screws aren't being made either. Look at that. Do we have more screws now than we started with? That's the question. I think the answer to that is yes. 146. Let's see what happens. Or 164. Oh, I went down to 160. 66. If we see 168, or if we break 170, then I'll know that we're getting more. There's 168. If we get 170, I'll know we're getting more than we're pulling out. There it is. Okay, we are getting more than we're pulling out. So eventually, we're going to have an excess of screws, and we already have. Dare I say it? We have an excess of. We have an excess of iron rods. But we are going to have. We're going to run 2 plants off of this. We're going to run 2 plants off of this. So this will be okay. This will be okay. Yeah, this will be okay. This will be fine. Well, we're gonna be running 2 plants off of this. Okay. I'll put the first constructor down here, and it'll empty directly into that. Right? Can I get the perfect? I'm gonna put one right next to it. And I'll have that one come out and go directly into that. And then this one's going to have to come out and take a hard right-hand turn and go to 2 more constructors that we're going to have lined up here. I want to give myself some space to walk between those 2. Put the new ones down here. Put the new ones right there. So that's going to go in. That's going to be turned from iron ingots into iron rods. They're going to merge together. They're going to come back this way. This is going to turn into iron rods, going to merge together, come this way. Then we're going to have 2 more facing the other way. 2 more constructors facing the other way, and these are going to be turning them into screws. So one line's going to come off. Can we try to make this a little bit more compact? Have those lines come off this way, and then screws and screws. I wonder if I should just Okay. Let's get this piped in, and I'll see what happens after I pipe it in. So you're going to go into there. You are going to make iron rods from your ingot, or from ingots. Yes, from ingots. Yep, perfect. You're going to make iron rods from ingots. You are going to make iron rods from ingots, and then you are going to make iron rods from ingots. And then from this, you're going to come straight out. And you're going to do that, turn into there. Lovely. Out from here, you're going to go straight into a splitter. Yes. Do we want to do straight out to a splitter? Would that make sense? No, the splitter will be here. Perfect. Yeah. So you're gonna have to move. It's just not gonna happen. Okay, you come out to about right there. Let's do that really cool turn. Go to there, and then you go out to there. You're gonna come out to about right there. Do that 90-degree turn, and then directly to there. From here, we're going to have 4 rods coming out. So maybe I combine those 2 into 1, and then 1 goes into 3. Can I do that? I do a merge like right here. So this is the one that comes out. And then it's going to come out into this one. And then this one's going to have... going to merge 2 into 1, 3 into 1, 4 into 1. What I'm going to do? Am I that stupid? Or should I have moved that further out that way? And then have like an inside track. So that comes out. So that's my outside track, and then have an inside track. About that. Click that in. Bring it straight out. Do my turn. Go into there, go into there, go into there, goes into there. Well, what the hell was I thinking? Like that? Where's he gonna go? All right. This is a merger. It goes right into there. Perfect. That comes straight out here. Oh, don't like that. Not that. Not for 1 minute do I like that. So you gotta go back a little bit more. Oh, that's as far as, or that's as soon as it can actually. No, I think it can. It can go. It clips though. It doesn't like it when you clip things, but I think we'll be okay. Okay. Goes that way. And if I need to, I can put another merger down here. Right? Like if I need to, I could put another merger down here. No, back up a second. Maybe a little bit back. One more forward. No! Oh, cool. I was about to delete the thing that I was standing on. Okay, can you go forward? Oopsie doodle. I think you can. Alright. So it gets here and that's going to get yelled at. That should be fine. Ah! NVIDIA drivers, every now and then my screen just turns off. And it turns back on in like a second, but every now and then, always think doom is approaching. Okay, so from the new site, it comes down this way, goes into a splitter, feeds into 2 smelters. 2 smelters make enough ingots to feed in 4 factories. 4 factories make iron rods. Iron rods are delivered on 2 different conveyor belts. Now, what we want to do is we want to go to production and we want to make 2 of those. We'll bring this guy out over here, and 2 of these are going to be turned into screws. It'd be so swell if I could put it on the same line as that, but I don't think I'm going to do it. I have to go back one. We'll just come up here, do that. So now that's going to be screws. This also will be screws, and then you are going to carry on uncontested through here. You guys are going to come out. You're going to merge into one. Let me go ahead and do one merger block right here while I'm right in front of you. I kind of know what I'm doing. Oh, that's cool. Can I get it lined up? Can I get a... Perfect. Okay. So you're going to come out. Do that. Sweet. There we go. Look at that. Lovely. You're going to come out and you're going to merge into one. You do a... Oh, it did. It did a... Did that. I don't like that. I want to do that. Turn the 90 degrees, please. No, no, no. No, no, no. I gotta do in between. I gotta do right there on that seam, it looks like. Right there on the seam. Now it turns. Now it goes straight. Perfect. Alright, and then it comes out. You, my good man, are going to produce screws from rods. You will also produce screws from rods. And then you, back you now, you're going to run up all the way past this crap. And then here we're going to have a splitter. Splitter has 1 in, has 2 out. Can you make that work? If you can. Right here, do that. That goes directly into there. Lovely. Goes directly into there. Lovely. Goes directly into there. Lovely. And then, back here, we're going to have 2 new assemblers. And... Oy vey. Maybe I shouldn't have split these. Maybe I should have put them side by side and just had one directly feed. Like have that screw directly feed into here and then have the iron jump over and come in. Yeah, maybe I do that. Okay, let's try that. Oh, I can't because I'm standing on it. So there we go. You'll just feed directly into that one. And then you'll feed directly into this one. Is there any way I can make that work where you feed directly into it? I think that's saying that he's lined up. Well, that one. Alright, so let's rip that up. Yoink. 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 Say you go directly into there. You say you go directly into there. Did that go off? Oh, it is. It's not. Ooh. I'm happy. I bet I won't even be allowed to put it directly. Because it'll overlap. Yep. As good as it gets. There we go. Alright, good as it gets. Now, from you, we have to break off and send you over, and we can just send you straight on. Perfect. Okay, so here we go. A splitter. The splitter has an in and then 2 outs. I think they have that lined up pretty good there. Yes, yes. So there's 1 done. And what are you making? You're making rotors, correct? Then here, this is going to come out. You're going to go straight up. Nope, can't do that. So you're going to come out, go up 2. Now can you go straight up? Nope, doesn't like that either. He wants 3. Okay, so 5. Yep, you'll go straight out, and then you'll go that way. Beautiful. You'll go. It doesn't like that at all. Oh, there we go. And you, sir, will be making rotors as well. And then on this side out here, do a merger block. So that you come out here. Do that. Lovely. You go out into there. Lovely. And then, you guessed it, our best thing in the world, a Connex container. There we go. And that into there. That's it. Now the line is completely inoperable because we don't have any power, but we have discussed that, so we know what we're going to be doing. So you are going to take 1 in and then power those 2 things. You are going to take 1 in and send 1 out and power those 2 things. You are going to take in 1, send 1 out and power those 2 things. And you are going to take in 1, take in 1, out 1, and power those 2 things. Now, who's our in 1? Who's going to send out our in 1? Okay, let's just go ahead and do this. So you're powering those 2 things, and then you're going to send out to that. Then you're going to power those 2 things. You're going to send out to that. You are going to power those 2 things, and then you're going to send your 1 out. There, and then you are going to power those 2 things, and now we just have to figure out who are. Oh, you're 2 of 4. Perfect. You're 4 of 4. You're 3 of 4. So you would actually connect all the way down that, but that's not that bad. That's not that bad. The miner. Oh, there's actually electricity going out to that other thing, and I don't think the miners require that much electricity, so I think I can just do this right now. Yep. No! Okay, it's not the biggest deal in the world, it's just a power line, but could you buy... Yeah, thank you. There we go. I don't think I've ever watched a miner turn on before. Just goes into the ground like that, huh? Cool. Now we're getting pure iron ore. Neat. And that's going to go all the way down here, flowing like a river into the base. And there we go. We now have all the advanced stuff being produced. All we have to do is just kind of sit back and wait for things to fill up. Here's my problem here, though, is... Oh! We do have some. Nice. There is a backup. That's good. I thought that we weren't going to be able to fill up this Connex. 3 comes in, 3 comes in. So that's 6. Well, that was only 1. There's 2. There's 3, 4. There should be 5 and 6. Huh. Do you only produce 1? 5 per minute. 8 per minute. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness, you are not, you aren't efficient as this one is. Interesting. I could have just had both of these come out. I wouldn't have had to have gone in front of these two. I could have just ripped this up, ripped that up, had both of these come out right here, and then just feed both of these. And I had gotten 3 more plates per minute. Are you kidding me? 3.4 plates more per minute. What a goober. What an absolute bona fide goober. Oh my goodness. I could just rip all that up right now. I mean, well, not all of it. I need the plate, but the screws. You see everything that I did to get screws and rods, and I told myself that I didn't even need the rods. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, read children. Learning to read is a very important skill. I think I even knew that too. Where are you at? There you come. There you come. Hello, iron ore. How you doing? How you doing? We've been waiting on you. Been waiting on you. It'd be really cool. Be really cool. Come up here to the little splitter. Waka waka waka. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. I love that. And now it's going to start backing up. Someone told me to put a Connex in for ores and let the Connex take in the ore too. I don't know how I feel about that. But that's it for this episode. 46 minutes long. The next time that we're together, we're gonna work on the power situation over there and get it hashed out. And we're gonna have six coal power plants probably. Maybe just 5, we'll see. But we're gonna get the power plant situation hashed out over here, and then we're gonna tear all that down on the top, and we're gonna tear all that down over here, so that this will be isotropic, nice and clean, the same thing as before. We'll hook this new, we'll hook, it's gonna be there. Oh, these guys will be gone. We'll find some place, probably up there. Those are like a bunch of 2s. Or yeah, a bunch of 2s. So we'll hook this guy into up there to a bunch of 2s, and then this whole factory floor here will turn on and it'll roar to life, and we'll start manufacturing the rotors. And we do need the rotors for our milestone. I don't think I have enough in my pocket. I might have enough of the fabricated modular things. Let's go see if I have 50. I bet I do. I do. Perfect. Here, I'm gonna take 50 and we'll go plug that in for the deal. And then and that'll be it. I wonder if I could run this. I wonder if I could run this. You think I can run this? I think I can run this until everything starts to run. Oh, these aren't even on yet. Well, poo. So sorry, guys. So put you down there. I'll plug you into there. Plug you into there, and then you. Nope. Nope. Ooh. Ooh. All right. Why are they? Oh, I'm so sorry. Copper or iron. Iron. Oh man. This is iron, yeah? What's wrong? Are they not going in? Did it do that weird thing where like it says it's going in but it's not really going in? Yep, doing the weird thing where it says it's going in but it's not really going in. Perhaps it's too close. Perhaps it's too close. Oh, perhaps it's too close. And it'll never really do what it's supposed to do. This could be quite embarrassing. Yes, I believe. Oh. Come on. Oh, Yahtzee. Yahtzee. And then these guys. Is this the same thing? Where it just doesn't feel like it's really connected in there. The game does that sometimes. Like, sometimes it'll make you think like, oh yeah, things are going in there and everything is cool, but it just doesn't. Okay, so that one's going. And that one's now going. Okay, they're working. We have the 2 lines of iron rods. 4 lines now coming in. Okay. They're getting fed with screws. I wonder how much we're using here. Producing 300, consuming 263. Maybe we can do this. Maybe we can do it. Here comes the iron rod. This will be the moment of truth when these things kick on for the first time. Come on, iron rods. Lazy iron rods. Come on. Taking forever for them to get over here. Look at this. Look how long. Level 1 conveyors are bad. Okay. Let's just see. Let's see if everything turns off now. Let's see if I've done it right. Did that get lifted up? I can't even tell if that one's being lifted. Oh, there's a bar. Yep. Is it going in? Yep, going in, being accepted. Those aren't turned on yet. I need one more rod. There it goes. It's running. And then you probably just need one more rod too, yes? Yep, and it's running. Both are running. Ooh, power production. Max consumption is 309 and we produce 300. Oh, if everything runs at the same time, we're boned. If everything runs at the same time, we're boned. It's so funny. That is so funny. Our inefficiency has saved us. Are those rotors? Those are rotors. We already have one in there. Look at that. Okay. We are back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching this video and staying with me. I hope you like how the factory looks. I hope it's aesthetically pleasing to your eye and that you can follow around with it. It's just as easy as I can. If everything runs at the same time, we are so bad. I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna have that problem because I think it takes into account things like the maw and like this, and like we're just not running those things right now. So I think we're gonna be okay. But anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great day. I will see you in the next one, and bye-bye.